Happy New Year, comic fans. It's January 1st, and we're kicking off 2025 with some fresh picks for your pull list. First new comic book day of the year has arrived, and I got some hot titles, must-reads, and a few hidden gems to help you start the year right. So grab your coffee, your comic shelf, and let's dive into what's hitting the shelves today. This is New Year, New Comics, and it starts now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew, that cover. I'll talk a little bit about that cover in a minute, but oh boy. So for those of you who have never watched this segment, we're going to go through the new comics coming out this week, for the week of January 1st, 2025. We don't do what most people do, and we're not going to go into League of Comic Geeks or Cover Price or any one of the sites. Instead, we have took some books out. We took a look at some of the keys that are scheduled to come out, and we kind of put that together to what we have here. So it's kind of a condensed version of New Comic Book Day. We hope you like it. If you haven't seen it, we thank you for your time. Like I said, if you like this, hit that thumbs up. You guys know the deal. And if you like this content, just subscribe, leave a comment, as always. Let's go ahead and talk about these books. But first, I have to give credit where credit's due. Got to give love to our guys at Superior Stands. They helped the channel. They provided me with some Superior Stands. I do plan on doing a Superior Stand giveaway coming up soon to go along with the January box. So there will be a January giveaway box for channel members. If you don't know, I do have a channel membership. You could join as low as 99 cents a month or a little higher. There's different types of tiers to go along with that. But Superior Stands, they're great guys. I love their stuff. I love their stands. Go check them out. And let's talk about some comic books. Let's take a look at this week's books, and we'll do the little rundown. So there's 55 scheduled new comic books. From that, 211 have variants. There's 12 new number ones, and there's 10 potential new keys. As of right now, I recorded 3 first appearances. As I mentioned before in previous videos, the keys are something we don't know until they come out. So, anything could consist of a key. It could be an iconic cover, so that won't be part of this key list. But we're aware of 3 potential keys as per Key Collector Comics. All right. The breakdown is as follows. Marvel has 14 titles with 65 variants. DC has 11 titles with 51 variants. Image has 6 with 16 variants. Boom has 2 with 10 variants. IDW has 1 book and no variants. Shocker. Dark Horse doesn't have any books for this week. Dynamite has 1 book, 17 variants. Love them. Got for that. Mad Cave Studios has 1 book with 2 variants, and Titan doesn't have any books, but they have 2 variants. And from the indie publishers, you have 19 comic books with 50 variants among them. Wow. Dynamite. You got to love them.
Yeah.
Dynamite. Starting with key issues for the week, The Ultimates number 8 features the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which will feature Captain Marvel, Cosmo, and Star-Lord. But there's also a 4th character, and that's the Ultimate Nullifier, who in the mainstream is just a weapon. Here, it's that big dude in the back.
This will be a cool book to pick up for sure. And, the Ultimate Universe, I think the closer it gets to this 1 year in, 18 months and all that stuff, it's going to get better and better, hopefully.
I agree. And I'm interested to see what the Ultimate Nullifier is going to be like in this universe, especially since it's just a weapon in the standard universe. So I'm very curious about that. I picked up a copy. I already have my copy. I plan on reading it in the next couple of hours or tomorrow or something like that. So there you have that. Our next key to watch, and that is Justice League, The Atom Project number 1. This is the introduction of the Atom Project, a real location and backup system created by the Atoms, Palmer and Schultz. So they're working together, and Captain Atom in an effort to help heroes reclaim their powers. So This stems from the Absolute Power storyline, in which there were certain heroes that lost their powers. Kind of reminds me of the 198 with X-Men.
Yeah.
So it's a book that I'm interested in reading. I'm curious. I love the Mike Pertins art in the cover A. I think he's one of those artists that a lot of people don't talk about, but he's such a great artist. Steven Sokovia with that cover in the center is gorgeous.
That's the one I'll probably pick up. I wasn't going to get this in an effort to cut down, but I have heard that it's a really good read, so I'll be picking it up.
Yeah. So that's coming out this week. Also coming out. Okay, let's talk about the good first. Deadpool and Wolverine #1, the premiere issue of an ongoing series. So this is going to be an ongoing series featuring Deadpool and Wolverine. That should be fun. And now let's talk about the other part.
I really like that A cover. I have it. I did pick that one up.
Yeah, keep talking about the A cover.
That middle cover, poor Frank. I feel bad for him.
Okay. All right. Could this very well be the very worst one?
It's up there. I mean, look at his mask, look at his hair, and then look at Deadpool. Oh my goodness.
He's not even the right colors.
I know.
And what the hell does Wolverine look like, a cat or a bat or what the? I don't know what is that? No, seriously, what is that?
What the hell is even that?
I don't have words to explain what is going on with this art.
I think at this point, it's just better if he just came out and said, you know what? They keep giving me money, so I'm just going to keep sketching stuff.
I just don't get what's going on here. And why is Marvel accepting this?
If I was a struggling artist trying to get work at Marvel, I would be so annoyed looking at those covers.
I'm speechless. I do like the Doodle Pool, which is better than the Frank Miller cover.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm at a loss for words here. I really am. You know what I mean? I just don't know what to say about this. John Romita Jr. People have been saying that his artwork has been awful the last couple of years, which I'll openly admit it's not the best of his work. But I still see the remnants of the artists that I love in John Romita's work. John Romita Jr., where his work is still noticeable. It's not the greatest work. It's not his best work, but it's fine. It's acceptable.
I'm not a fan of his covers. I still don't mind the interiors. I just don't like the covers.
Yeah, it's not his best work.
No.
But it's still John Romita Jr.'s work, and it's still better than your average art. This is someone toying with our emotions.
Especially when you look at the left and then look at the right.
Like, go back to Wolverine #1 and compare it to this Wolverine. You got to tell me he can't draw Wolverine anymore? I don't know what's the underlining story behind this, if there is one. Or if this is just the guy cashing checks and there's like, here you go. I did this in 15 minutes. There's something terribly wrong. Like, just look at it. Okay, forget about the face, the mask. Let's screw the mask for the moment. Where's the rest of Deadpool's body?
And is that even Deadpool? Like, is he in a shadow or something?
Like, did they color that? Did someone else color it for him? But he's missing a leg in this image. I don't know. I'm done. It's over. Oh, God, that's so bad. I would love to just take this comic book to him and just show it to him and like, what the hell were you thinking? Because I'm sure someone will probably tell him that sooner or later. Moving on. Key issues to watch. Absolute Superman #3. The origin of the L family and Krypton. We're back to good stuff.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to reading this again. I can't wait for all these issues to get to 5
Mhm.
to kind of put the whole first arc in and see where they all go.
Yeah.
And I've liked all 3 so far, so I'm looking forward to reading this.
hmm Now, here's another thing I want you to know. That center book, from this perspective, from this angle, it looks pretty good, right? When it gets closer, it's not as good.
And
So
that's the is that the one in 25, isn't it?
I don't believe it is the one in 25. I could go ahead and double check on that. And I'll tell you who did the artwork, and nothing against the artist. It's just not it's not a Frank Miller, I'll tell you that much. But let me see here, because I'm here already, but where is this book?
Oh no, that's the one in 50.
That's the one in 50. Well, the one in 50 would probably be
It's
the Virgin.
no trade dress. Yeah, the Virgin.
Yeah. So interesting. Oh, there it is. It's kind of.
I don't like it when they do that.
The clan Chave. Yeah, if you look at his face, yeah, it has a black. It does have that Blackburn feel to it. If you look at his face, it looks really bad. So, yeah, and there is a 1 in 50. I will pass on the 1 in 50. There is a 1 in 25 Mike Perkins, but they don't have the image for it. It's probably in cover price. So check that one out.
I have the image of it here. It's not that great.
Yeah, the Mike Perkins.
Yeah.
Well, Absolute Superman number 3. You know this is gonna be an instant sellout. Pick it up. Next book up is Sam Wilson, Captain America number 1. This is one of those books that kind of went below the radar. No one's really talking about it, but it's gonna feature the first team up between Sam Wilson and the Red Hulk. So obviously they're prepping up for the movie that's coming out in February. That's why this book is out. There are some really cool covers for this book. That one with the American flag, that's a Luis Botasio cover. There is another one that we're going to see a little later when we get to the fire covers that is really cool. But the cover A is also a pretty cool cover, and there's also a version cover of that one as well. All right, next one is Cable, Love, and Chrome. This one's another book that I think it's going to be below the radar for some people, but it has potential to being a key. This is a first issue of a limited series. It's a possible first appearance of Avery Ryder, a woman infected with the same techno-organic virus as Cable. So I'm curious to see what this story is going to be like. Features some really cool covers that you see there. The one in the center, I believe, is what's his name? Oh my goodness, his name's escaping me now. I believe it's a Mark Brooks cover. Let me double check on that. Cover A is Ian Churchill.
Okay.
All right. Cover B is Mark Brooks. And that other one, which is a wraparound, is Mike Mignola.
I'd probably pick up that one if I was going to try it. I might try it. We'll see. I'll have to look at the inside.
It's a 1 in 50.
Oh, no. Okay, then I won't.
But it is a Mike Mignola, which is awesome to see a Mike Mignola cover. I'm curious to figure out when it was made. I don't think it's a new Mike Mignola cover.
Yes, I was wondering that too.
Another first appearance of Spider Sprite, Queen Nabar, and Prince Oberon. Whatever.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oberon.
Oberon, right? Spectacular Spider-Man in issue 11. There's only 2 covers. Would you believe that?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The series is getting up there in issues for a Marvel book. I mean, I love the idea of Peter and Miles together as characters. I think it's a great idea. I don't think they're actually executing it as well as they could, but I do read this book every month and I enjoy it. I just love those 2 characters together. I think they don't do enough with them.
The indie pick of the weekend, that's When I Lay My Vengeance Upon Thee. Number 1. This is from Boom Studios. The concept is a disgraced priest is exiled to a South American town to study under a controversial exorcist, only to find the area plagued with evil, with some connection to a coma patient who hasn't aged in half a century.
I'll flip through it and see. I really like
Yeah.
those covers, though. They look really
Yeah,
good.
the center cover is a Jay Lee cover, which I think it's crazy. It's sick. The indie pick of the week. All right, let's take a look at some eye-catching variants, starting with What If Galactus Transformed Hulk #1 from Stephen Platt. Damn, that's nice.
Man, I say it all the time on my channel, but when there's a Platt cover, you should just plan on buying it because there's a pretty strong chance it's going to be sought after at some point.
It's a beautiful cover, too.
Yeah.
And next to it is Frank Miller. Look at the two. Compare the two and tell me what you think.
And there's also a really nice Ryan Brown cover of that book as well.
Exactly. Well, this was not as bad as the other one.
No.
Right? This is not as bad. What's really cool is that Avengers 22, which features Mike Walsh doing an homage to a Steranko, but this time with Sam Wilson as opposed to Steve Rogers. I think I'm going to go back and get that one.
Yeah, and that's also where they have the Black Cat joining the Avengers as well. So
That's right, which is also a potential key book as well. This is one of your picks, Batman 156, Alex Lorenzo cover. Batman
cover.
Batman on a bike. Woo, woo, room, room.
That is a good cover.
Mm-hmm. The other one that's good is that Valentino Sketcher 1/50 cover. It's kind of hard to see it in this size, but the lighting, you got Man-Bat, you got Batman up there. That's gorgeous.
Look at the detail of the buildings in the back too. It's amazing.
That's like something you hang on the wall. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And of course, I had to throw it in there for Chris the Comic Vet, Poison Ivy 29, Jenny Frison.
You can't go wrong with her doing Poison Ivy. She does a great job.
Oh, she looks so great, man. Just look at her eyes are staring into my soul.
Yeah. And that's a really good series too. I mean, it's already up to issue 29. It's a good read, and the art's been really consistent.
Yeah. All right, up next, this one was Batman 3. This was Marcelo Takara, I believe it is. That's a nice Batgirl.
Yeah. That's a book that I don't want to buy, but I keep buying because it's actually really good. The art is growing on me, and I like the stories. So,
Well, I'm hearing a lot of good things with the story of that book. From that book, it was on the top 10 at one time. Issue number 2 was in the top 10 for a first appearance. So Batgirl has been, and Cassandra Cain, man.
Yeah,
Very
cool character.
One of the best Batgirls. I'm still a Barbara guy, but
Yeah.
Spawn 360, the Brett Booth. This is the 1/50. There is a trade dress as well. That's cover price. It's just a cool Spawn cover.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of people buying this book. The Todd Father's back on writing duties starting 360. So that'll be interesting.
And there's this guy. You ever heard of him? His name's Mark Spears. He's doing covers for DC, which they don't get as much love as the other books. But this is a Shazam 19.
And he's got the blue on there again.
And the lightning. The blue and the lightning. Look at that thing. Looks pretty good. It's a good one. He's a great artist, so I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Ghost Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider number 9. This is Marika Andolfo, a Madam Web cover. This is the Madam Web I'm familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. It's a pretty cool cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anything will happen with it because of that, but it is a neat cover. It's eye-catching.
It's definitely eye-catching. It's a good-looking cover. That that's the way the Madam Web should look.
Yeah.
Now, Two-Face number 2 is a cover by Alex Ekman Lawn. This is a 1/25. This has to be my cover of the week.
Look at how good that is. It is so good.
It is definitely something worth looking at. That is, I'm amazed that's a DC comic.
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
It looks
like something that should be from Boom or something like that.
It looks like a Department of Truth type cover or something like that. But wow, what a cover! And that is a 1/25 incentive. The next one is Sam Wilson, Captain America number 1 by Mr. Garcine. This is pretty cool because it features imagery with Steve Rogers as well as Sam Wilson.
Yeah, I like that collage look of that cover.
Mhm.
It's very cool.
It really is. All right, I believe we're at the last slide, and this is one that you picked: Knights versus Samurai #4 by Gino Hendrico.
Yeah, this has
Bona
been a
Corsair.
really good read, and I really like this cover. If you've been following the story, then you kind of get where that cover is coming from. So it does kind of make me want to read it. So I'm happy to see that cover on there.
Yeah. And back to Mark Spears. And here we are with Mark Spears Monsters #1. This is the third printing. 1 in 25, an homage to Nightmare on Elm Street.
I
What
love
do you
that.
think?
That's one of my favorites, I think, out of all of his covers is that one.
Do you think this one's going to be in high demand as much as the others?
It's got a lot of stuff. People love Freddy. People love Mark Spears. It's an independent. It's a third print. Hopefully, it won't be very common. That's for sure.
It's a 1 in 25, though.
Yeah.
So to get it, you have to have purchased a couple of them.
Oh,
One that should be easy to grab is the Mark Spears Monsters #1 third printing, the regular one, which is an homage to one of my favorite storylines, the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to get either one of those. So I'm going to be hunting for those on Thursday, I think.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Those are your new comics for the week. For January 1st, those are your New Year's Eve comics. New Year's Day. Not New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Wow, what a list of comic books, man. That is so cool. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more comic content. Check out these other videos for even more insight, and I'll see you at the next one. Excelsior.